Hello and welcome back to Josh Roddy YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the differences between a utility iron and a rescue. Now, these clubs provide two different things when you're out on the golf course. Number one, with a rescue, I would say this is a little bit more of a high trajectory, a softer landing golf club. 2-iron is going to be something that is releasing out a lot. For me, a 2-iron's great for when there's a tight fairway. It's bouncy out there. I can chuck one down there low and it's just going to release and run and get down the fairway a long way. So two different clubs, two different purposes, but we're going to go into depth a little bit more about the rescue first, then we'll talk about the 2-iron. Let's jump straight into it. Okay, so first up is the hybrid. This is a Titleist H2, 19 degree, quite old. I've had this for a while. It's got a Project X, extra stiff shafting, a really solid golf club. I really like it. But for me, that 2-iron's just really taken over. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit 5 balls with each, get some numbers, and then we're going to compare the data and see which one is the better golf club. So first swing with the hybrid. Good strike, just pulled it a touch. Good carry on that, 220, releasing out to 240, 143 ball speed. Spin is a little bit low on that one. Okay. Ball number 2. Better flight on that one. A little bit higher launch. Spin's gone up. Ball speed around the same number, 142. Releasing out to that 240 mark. Okay, ball number 3. Just overdrawn this one a little bit. Spin rate's come down. Ball speed's down as well, but it's still releasing out to that 240 mark. Okay, ball number 4. There we go. There's a proper rescue flight. Nice and high, this one. Going around just short of that 240 mark, but there was a little bit higher ball flight, so understandable. And the last one, ball number 5. Leaked out there again, just a touch to the right. 218, spin rate's gone up on this one a little bit. And that one's gone around 233, so pretty consistent with that. The reason why I don't like this rescue compared to the 2-iron is just because this club for me is something that I like to use as a fairway finder. And I just found that the rescue, when the wind was up, especially here in the UK, I prefer that 2-iron. The spin rate comes down, it's a lot lower, just a bit more control. But this club's great for maybe a course that requires that high floaty one into the par 5s. If I have a course where, you know, there's 4 or 5 par 5s that are going to require a 240 shot that needs a little bit of extra height, a bit more spin, I'll put this in the bag. But let's compare the 2-iron to the rescue and see which one is the better one. Okay, so now the 2-iron. This is a Titleist TMB 2-iron 716. And this is around about 17, 18 degrees. A little bit lower lofted than that one. Tour AD 105X hybrid shaft. And this is just an absolute beautiful golf club. Very similar to the one that Jordan Spieth had when he won the Open at Birkdale. That's partially why I got this in the bag. It just looks so good. So let's hit the first shot with this 2-iron and see how this compares. So I just turned this one over. A little bit spinny actually. Spin rate's quite high for the 2-iron. Just turned it over. Okay, ball number 2. Okay, didn't really strike this one, but this is why the club is so likeable, because when I don't get that one, it just doesn't move offline. I find that when I get the one that doesn't come out the screws in that rescue, it just moves offline a hell of a lot more. So let's go ball number 3 with the 2-bat. There she is. That's a perfect one right there. The peak height as well is still, you know, I can still hit it high if I want to. I'd just say I have a lot more control over the 2-iron compared to the rescue. Okay, ball number 4. Okay, this one just didn't feel like I struck that great at all. Still very solid ball flight, releasing out past the 240 point, just doing exactly what I needed to do. Okay, ball number 5, last shot with the 2-iron. And this was a really bad one. Just let this one go and it's still absolutely fine. Beautiful golf shot. Just, it does what I need it to do. And the reason why I got this in the bag is, as I say, it's when I have that tight hole, I need to get it in play. This puppy's coming out. So let's check out the numbers, compare them and see what the differences is. Okay, and as you can see, we've got the H3, this is the hybrid, and 4-iron, that is the 2-iron. The total distance is very similar. I would say the 2-iron just edges it by 5 yards. That's probably that degree of loft. The backspin is very similar. I would say that the rescue is just slightly higher. It spins up a touch more. And you can see these side spin numbers. When I catch that one, like I say, out the heel or the toe, you can see that that affects it more with the hybrid. Whereas these ones here, you know, if I'm catching it out the heel or the toe, it's kind of staying on line. And I feel like the 2-iron does a better job of just holding that ball flight. So very similar numbers. The vertical launch angle, pretty similar, maybe a touch lower with the 2-iron. And peak height, as you can see, the rescue maybe edges it again, you know, just a little bit higher than the 2-iron. So like I say, it's just 2 different purposes and 2 different golf clubs. So to round up that video, which golf club are you going to choose? For me, the rescue. If you're kind of a mid to high handicapper, probably a rescue is going to be more suited for you. It's a little bit more workable for them people that need a bit more forgiveness, a bit more height to your golf shot. When you are striking the ball well, I feel like a utility iron is something that will go straight in your golf bag and you'll absolutely adore, because these clubs, I would say, when you get to that higher level of golf, you require that shot that you need to hit just down the fairway in play, 250 yards, and you know, you're in absolute money position to attack the green. So this club comes in so handy for me, and definitely they both serve a purpose, right? Even at my level, I can see this rescue still going in my bag. And I would argue that the 2 golf clubs here, I would say you need both of them, because this is going to be needed on them days. Like I say, you need to find the fairway, this club's coming out. But then also at the same time, if I'm playing a golf course abroad and it's a few par 5s and I need to hit that high lofted, soft spinning shot around 240 mark, this is going straight in the bag as well. So if you did enjoy that video, please be sure to give us a like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments what you want to see next. See you all for the next one.